Hi, Perry. Leonard Parker here with Financier SEO. I came across your website and I saw some areas of improvement that you could work on to really help you compete better for keywords like financial advisor, Evansville, Indiana, wealth management, Evansville, Indiana, and similar keywords. So I put together this video kind of going through those recommendations and some things I found along the way. So as you can see here, I'm going to start with your website, and there are some things that you're doing that I really like. The first thing here is on the home page. You have this video, which I definitely recommend to all of my clients. This really helps make you more personable with potential clients, and it really is a lot more effective and impactful than text. So great job there. I also like that you have this clear call to action button here on the right. Uh, Definitely stands out. The color is a little bit different than everything else on the page. So great job there. The only recommendation I would make, maybe, I see the social media icons are at the top here. Maybe just flip it so you have your call to action at the top and then your social media icons at the bottom, because that's really where you want to send people to that page to schedule a consultation with someone on your team. So that's one you know recommendation I have for your homepage. Another thing, if you want to really focus in on Evansville, Indiana, and the surrounding area, what I've just pulled up here is called the page title or title tag in SEO speak. And let me pull it up here again for you. Basically, that page title, that title tag tells Google exactly what that page is about. So this is your home page. As always, you definitely want to include your firm name in the title, so Payne Wealth Partners. But instead of Keystone Financial Consulting, perhaps you do something like Keystone Financial Consulting, and then on the end you have the pipe, the little pipe symbol, and then on the end you would have Evansville Financial Advisor or Evansville Financial Planner. Or if you really want to focus on Payne Wealth Partners, since that is the URL, so you would have Payne Wealth Partners, pipe, the little pipe symbol, and then Evansville Financial Advisor or Evansville Wealth Management, something along those lines. I highly recommend whichever was the top keyword that you want people to find you for, you include that in the homepage title tag. Now, and I see the similar issue. I'll just click on one of your inner pages here. So again, I would definitely include something related to your area, since that is, who you're trying to rank for. And so for this example, maybe something like, let's see here. So, financial planner in Evansville, Indiana, or why choose Keystone Financial, and then then have something like financial advisor in Evansville, Indiana, and then you still want to have your pipe here um, with Payne Wealth Partners at the end. So in general, for your title tag, you want to have if it's your home page, you want to have your firm name first, and then have financial advisor, Evansville, Indiana. For every other page on your website, you want to have the keyword first. So what the page is about at the beginning, then have your pipe symbol, and then have Payne Wealth Partners at the end. And the really idea here is you want to make sure that that title tag has the location you want to target, which is Evansville, and that it also has financial advisor or whatever the page is about, whatever keyword that you want that page to rank well for. Okay, so that's that. And I see that you're doing a great job updating your blog. So, as it says, a blog every 2 weeks, which is great. And I'm sure that you're promoting that content on your different social media pages. So, as you may know, for content marketing, 20% is about the content and actually creating it, 80% is about the promotion. So promoting now on your social media pages is a great start. There's also other pages like some social bookmarking sites that you can send your content to and syndicate it just so that it has more people can see it. So some examples of social bookmarking sites include medium.com. There are many readers on medium.com. You also want to look at stumbleupon.com, tumblr.com, and even a wordpress.org page. And these are all branded properties, so they would have your firm name on them, but they are standalone properties from your website where you can put out content and people can find you. And the benefit of putting your content out on those websites, they are a lot more authoritative than your website, and it's a lot easier for those websites to rank well. So that's just something to keep in mind there. And there are ways you can do this. There's a tool called If This Then That. So basically, how that tool works, once you schedule something or post new content on your main website where we are here, it will automatically syndicate that content to third-party websites. And so that's a great way to promote your content and do it, within a couple of minutes. So that would be my recommendation for your content strategy. And then also you want to make sure that you're repurposing that content from time to time. So let's say you have an article about uh, you know financial or budgeting tips for the summer 2017. Maybe publishing that content on your site once, and then maybe a week or two later creating an accompanying video on YouTube that's related or that's on the same topic as that content, and also sharing that video. If it fits, you also maybe want to create an infographic. And these are just different ways that you can repurpose your content. And really the idea here is you want to be able to make your content as visible as possible. So one last thing for your website, on your Contact Us page, I see that you have this sign up now button. So I imagine this is to get your newsletters and updates for your site and for your firm. So this is actually a bit obsolete. The more ahead of the curve method of doing this is what's called push notifications. And basically, I'm sure you've seen this on a website where the window will pop up in a right hand corner here, or maybe somewhere here at the top, and then it asks you something like, would you like to receive notifications from this website? And you click yes, and then you'll notice every time that website puts out new content, you will get a notification in your browser window. And that's just really an easier way. The conversion rates across the board, and from what I've seen with my clients, are higher with the push notification versus the email sign up. And of course, you want that conversion rate to be as high as possible, because the more people that are following you, the more likelihood that someone will contact you once you build that trust with great content. And so that's all I had to mention for your website. Now, if I go over here into your mobile friendly test from Google, your page is mobile friendly, which is great. So that's one of the major ranking factors. Now I'm looking at the page speed insights from Google, and this website is called PageSpeed Tools. And pretty much what this tool does is it loads your website, it tests it, and it gives it a score for the loading speed. And so you can see here there are two tabs, one for mobile, the other for desktop. And then here at the bottom, it gives you different tips on how you can improve your website speed. So you can see for desktop, you have a score of 63 out of 100. For mobile, you have a score of 54 out of 100. And I really like to see these scores at a minimal of 80 out of 100. Obviously, the higher the better. But if you really want to compete in the rankings and really provide a great user experience for your site visitors and potential clients, then improving that loading speed should be a big priority. And if we were to work together, after I went through the website and cleaned up these tags and page title issues, I would definitely focus in on this issue here. And as I mentioned, Google provides some tips, but if you're really looking for that one thing that you can do, that one improvement that you can make to give you 80% of the intended improvement, I definitely would recommend a hosting change. I've seen websites that once they're switched to a higher quality host, these website speeds improve dramatically, and that obviously also helps with usability. It's more your website is more user friendly, and your page rankings also improve as a result. So definitely something I would consider there. My team, Financier SEO, we offer a hosting program where we would move your website over into a preferred host. We'll take care of the site migration and all any maintenance issues, and that would really help with your website speed. So that's your website speed. My next part of my video, I'm really going to get into your link building, your backlinks, and I'll start with the local citations and business listings. And basically, these are websites such as Google Plus, Facebook, Yelp, Super Pages. They're really important in Google's eyes. They help build your firm's credibility online because if a firm has or a company has a or a listing on these websites, then more than likely they're a legitimate company. And that's really the type of result that Google wants to return to its users, legitimate, high quality companies. And you can see here your score is 82 out of 100, which is a really good start, especially if you have paid no attention to this. You can see here there are some areas of improvement. So the first, you have several listings that are incomplete. And so this tool, the tool I'm using is called Moz Local. And basically you can go through here and figure out which listings are incomplete. So it looks like you're missing some pictures on a few, you're missing some detailed information about the category, your business category on a couple. So once I clean up your website, I will focus my efforts on your backlinks and really cleaning up these types of issues. I've also seen some other problems on some of your other listings. They're coming off as inconsistent. So you can see your address here is listed as 601 Cross Point Boulevard. And then even when I look at your Google My Business listing, that's also what I'm seeing here in your Google My Business listing. However, if I scroll down here, you'll see that some of these listings are using North Cross Point Boulevard. And in Google's eyes and other search engines' eyes like Bing, that's an inconsistency. And you're sending inconsistent information to potential clients and to people who land on your website, which is something Google wants to avoid. So definitely, I would spend some time cleaning these up and making sure that these addresses are correct. And then, of course, you also have some duplicates. So looks like you have several Facebook pages, several local ease pages, and several inside pages. So want to make sure that you only have one listing on each of these websites. So that's the first part of the link building focus, your citations and business listings. The second part I would focus on would be the backlinks. So you can see what I've done here. I've compared your backlink profile to Patinga.com, Vineyard Financial, and I think I'm pronouncing this correctly, Riordan Financial, all competitors in the Evansville area. And I'll back up a bit here. So backlinks, in a nutshell, are votes from other websites that tell Google and the other search engines how popular your website is on the web. And you can think of backlinks as votes for your website. And then I'll use another real world example. So Perry, let's say in high school you ran for class president and you had a friend a great friend who voted for you 100 times, whereas your opponent had 100 friends who voted for him one time each. So, of course, your opponent's going to win the election because those 100 votes from different people are a lot more important, or weight a lot heavier than 100 votes from one person. And it works the same way in a for backlinks. So you can think of referring domains or referring websites as your friends on the web, while backlinks are the number of votes from each website. And you should assume that uh, one website can have multiple backlinks or multiple votes. So for example, you can see here from this tool, you have 22 friends, or in other words, 22 referring websites on the web, and they are linking to you for a total of 335 times, or 335 votes. So similar to the high school president example, even though you have more backlinks than Vineyard Financial and Reardon Financial, Vineyard Financial actually has more referring websites. And so basically, that trumps your 335 backlinks here. And then you can see you have quite a bit of distance between you and Pettinga.com. So I would definitely, once I clean up citations and did some of the other work I've mentioned, I would definitely focus on building authoritative and high quality, highly relevant backlinks to your website from really good websites. And that really would be an ongoing effort until we start seeing improvements with your ranking and you started catching up with some of your competitors. Now you might be wondering, okay, Reardon Financial, they only have 19 referring domains and you have 22. And that's where link building can really get detailed and complicated, but I'll try to simplify it with this simple example. So let's say you have a local blogger in Evansville and you get a backlink from his website, his or her website. Whereas your friend or your competitor, I'm sorry, Reardon Financial, they go out to Forbes or the New York Times or CNN or a major publication like that, and they get a backlink from one of those really highly authoritative publications. Well, it's reasonable that that link from one of those highly authoritative websites is going to be weight heavier than your link from your local blogger in Evansville. And so while we're building those backlinks, that's something that we definitely have to consider. Not only are you getting these numbers up, but how authoritative those backlinks are. That's definitely an important factor. So a bit about me and my team. My name is Leonard Parker. I am the owner of Financier SEO. We're based in Houston, Texas. We specialize in creating digital marketing campaigns for financial advisors, independent financial advisors. We focus not only on SEO, but social media marketing, content marketing, email marketing, and helping our clients build lead generation funnels where they can generate new business and grow their assets under management over time. We also really like to focus on client retention and really help maintaining the relationships you have with your current clients through putting out great content and then do strategic email marketing. I've been in the digital marketing industry for the last 6 or 7 years now, and I've actually been working specifically with financial advisors for about the last 6 months. Involved with the FPA of Greater Phoenix, so definitely, this is my passion. People ask about your why. Why do I do this? I really like the gift of financial literacy. It's something, I'm a first generation college student, and just becoming more literate about my financial matters and just through reading, working with advisors such as yourself, has helped put me in a great position where I can own my own business and I can help my family when needed. And I think that's a gift that many people around the country, not just in Evansville, need. And I like to use my digital marketing expertise to help connect financial advisors with the individuals, with the families, and the businesses that need them. And so that's really my why on, the reason why I do what I do. So, thank you, Perry, for viewing the video this far. I have included a button at the bottom of this page so that if you are interested in discussing anything mentioned in this video or anything related to your marketing further, we can schedule some time on the calendar. We can get together and I can learn more about you and your firm, and you can learn more about what we do and how we can add value to your marketing efforts going forward. So thanks, Perry, again, and you have a great day. Take care.